Very much, Maz Redpath.
Well, let's pick up with some of those security points with a security expert. We can talk to Olivier Guita, who joins us on the line now. And Olivier, France is, of course, in a state of emergency since those Bataclan attacks in November 2015. And we've been hearing just how quick the response was today.
Yes, indeed. The terror alert was really at the maximum level in the run-up to the French presidential election, and actually the number of soldiers and police patrolling the streets of France went up to 50,000. So they were unfortunately expecting such an attack, especially since 2 days ago. Two major jihadists were arrested in Marseille, and they were planning a large-scale attack before Sunday's first round. So unfortunately, it's not a surprise for security services. What is really telling is, as you mentioned, Islamic State claimed responsibility for this attack. What's telling is that it's done very quickly. Usually they wait for more time, which seems to indicate that this person was not inspired, but rather an individual that was close to Islamic State. Two other points that are worth mentioning is both Islamic State and Al-Qaeda had issued orders, if you will, to their followers to attack France before the election to influence the result of the outcome of the election, like it happened in Madrid in 2004.
Now, you talk about the fact that the response was so quick from Islamic State. Obviously, there's going to be concern about accomplices in that case. We're hearing that in this incident, there was possibly only one attacker, but in terms of accomplices, what are the security services? What will they be now looking for? How do they develop their investigation in terms of what happened today?
Yeah, indeed, what we know so far is that the perpetrator of the attack was on that famous terror watch list in France that holds 15,000 jihadists. He is a Belgian national, and it's interesting that France issued an arrest warrant for supposedly a man that came in from Belgium into Paris today. So there's a Belgian connection, exactly like what happened in the November 2015 attacks. So security services are really on top of it, and I assume that they have a lot more information about his network, if you will, especially since allegedly this individual had expressed his intention of attacking the police.
Now, we're hearing that the security detail around the presidential candidates has been increased. That would be expected, wouldn't it?
Yes, and it was increased already last week. They had got intel that maybe presidential candidates or their headquarters might be targeted, and the two jihadists that were arrested just 2 days ago in Marseille were possibly planning an attack against one of the candidates. So yes, indeed, they're on full alert, and as we've seen again, they targeted police, the military, and target, as you mentioned earlier on, tourist areas, symbolical areas. Just in the past few months, we had the attack on the Orly airport and the attack in the Louvre, and now the Elysees. Those are really landmarks for Paris.
Yes, of course. Well, Olivier, we're going to leave there for the time being, but we thank you for your expertise. Olivier Guita from Global Strand.